What's poppin'? What's good, everyone? This is Brumal, and we're back with another episode of Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky the Third. If you haven't already, I highly suggest that you pause this video and go spend some time with God, whether that's reading a couple of chapters in your Bible or just, or just praying, basking in His presence. Yeah, like the other three, I don't necessarily have anything. However, I was lucky enough to get two things that were related that I could bring up to the Bible. They were both the same thing in the last couple of videos, but hey, it's something, I guess. Yeah, as of right now, once again, I don't have anything that I can necessarily say that I haven't already said before at the very least. So we're just gonna go ahead and jump right into it. Hopefully, hopefully there's something that I can probably tie back into something that I've read. But I'm pretty sure you guys can find something too if you guys read your Bibles as well. All right. So, I don't think I need to do any grinding. If anyone wants to see the ornaments that I'm using, this is the ornament that we have going on for this. This is what Kevin's looks like. Here's Joshua's. Here's Olivier's. And here is Sherazard's. And I swapped up the equipment a little bit. So for Kevin has the Glam Choker Plus and the Crimson Eye. Joshua has the Solar Seal and the Lunar Seal, which he's going to be very CP heavy for the most part. Ooh, 37 hours right on the dot. Cool. Olivier, Long Barrel 2, Crimson Eye as well. And Sherazard has the Skull Pendant and White Bracelet, which gives her 150 plus ATS, which pretty much brings her on par with Kevin and Olivier, sort of. Like, she's at 1100, but these two are at 1300. Yeah, 1300. Yeah, they're both 1300. Sherazard is going to be the role of our healer for the most part, but if I need her, like if there's nothing to heal or anything, then we'll use her for the, we'll use her for the most part. And yeah. So, let's go ahead and get things started with Grimzel Fortress. Yeah. So it's been about, I believe it's been about 2 parts, I think, since we last continued. Now, this is one fancy-looking training facility. It's a real maze inside. I can still remember what a major pain it was getting through it to this day. There's even rooms which have no lighting whatsoever, and I'm sure you can imagine how dangerous those are. Can't wait to see what kind of traps that we bump into inside then. Anyways, as far as I can tell, this should be our final ordeal on this plane. Let's get this done. Right. Huh, Olivier didn't have anything to say. I wonder if we brought Annalise, would it be different? Oh, and also, as our support, we have Chloe, and she gives health and CP over time with -5 defense as well. Alrighty, so here we have an entire maze. We've been through this before in the previous game. Depending on what we find and what we get, depending on what we find and what we get, I'll decide if I want to add it to the playthrough or not, because I might just skip most of this. Also, at this point in the game, if you haven't reached 300 battles, as in you did 300 battles without running away, around this point could be a game breaker for you, simply because there are 2 quartz in this game that you can get. You can get 1 quartz for doing 300 battles without running away, or fleeing from 300 battles. And as you can see, I have done 241 battles without running away, and I have 500 battles fled. And that's simply because I didn't know this was a thing. I was actually looking ahead in the playthrough to see what was going on, and they talked about this, and I had to look up more about it. There are 2 quartz that you can get, one for each, but you can't get both. One of the quartz, if I did 300 battles without running away, I would have got a quartz that gives you a 50 chance. I believe it's a 50 chance of deflecting physical attacks. However, since I fled already one time, I don't get that. Before the 300 battle thing, I don't get that. I don't get that quartz. However, I get another quartz that's similar to that, but instead of physical, it's arts based. So whenever that happens, that's when I'll get that. So whenever that actually comes up, that's when I'll get it. And the only reason why I said that by this time you probably want to have that one is because there's going to be a dark room in here that we need night goggles for. And if we don't have those night goggles, you have no chance, and you get into a battle, you have no chance but to run. that's why I said this could be a game breaker for some people trying to get an achievement or whatever. Me personally, I'm not an achievement hunter. Achievement hunting kind of makes games not fun for me. That's just me. But yeah, so I will see you guys when we come to any story related stuff or whatever. Well, seeing how there is nobody, what's it called? I guess I can kind of, oh, nope, there's an enemy. Let's see, we got a new enemy here. Let's see how well these guys, oh, we have Death Scream now. You guys remember this move? Death Scream? Golly, that's a lot of EP too. You can only use that a handful of times. We'll save that for bosses. We will save that for bosses. That was supposed to be where the ID card is, but I think we gotta go around. I don't know what happened right there, but that boy slapped me like my mama did. He's like, your mama slapped you? No, she didn't. I'm pretty sure she... she never did that. The only beatings I've gotten was with a belt from her as a kid. Huh? Something wrong, Shara? You could say that, yeah. The layout of the building seems to be pretty different to how it was when I was last here. Really? Yeah. The placement of the rooms and the corridors. Everything. Was it? I don't remember that. Anyways. It's possible that it was remodeled after I used it, though. Well, the sealed area's layouts was completely different from the real ones, too. It wouldn't be the first time that this has happened. Probably something our foes did intentionally, too. Exactly. We'll have to be very careful. Alright, second floor. Got everything on the first floor. Let's see, hold on. Alrighty, so that one was a maze. We had to... Well, that wasn't a maze. It was more like a puzzle kind. Not a puzzle. It was more of going back and forth, hitting buttons. I didn't like that one too much, but yeah. We made it to the third floor. I might just skip to the third floor, to be honest with you. Alright, guys. So, we've made it... Oh, crap. We've made it to the end, for the most part. Or not to the end, but we made it past the thing. There wasn't really much going on in that one. It was more of me backtracking a lot, going through puzzles, turning lights on, all sorts of stuff. So, yeah, since Shara last talked about the layout not being the same and all that, nothing really was different from what I could remember. Just a lot of monotony, just going back. Did I use that term correctly? I don't know. All right. Let's go ahead and yeah, let's go ahead and get this stuff started. Wait, hold on. Did I save? I did not. Let's go ahead and get this started, you guys. Who do you guys think we're gonna get? Agate or Estelle? Well, if you guess Agate, you were right. Agate? Well, this looks like it's going to be a fight to remember. He looks even more wild and untamed. Than even my dreams. Very nice. Terrible. I read that horribly wrong. This fight isn't going to be the easiest, but it's not anything that we can't handle. Let's do this, guys. Right. Oh, yeah. By the way, guys, it is March 28, 2025. For those who like to know the timings of these recordings. And it is 4:15 in the afternoon. Dang, 4:15? Gosh. Guess I have been home for about more than an hour then. I had lunch earlier with some old coworkers of mine. Alright, so it looks like, are those Minotaurs or Centaurs? No, have to be Minotaurs, right? Whatever. Anyways, let's see, what are we working with? Are these guys allergic to anything? These guys are allergic to Mirage Arts. And they are immune... They're immune to Earth Arts. Alright. Kevin has some Mirage stuff that we can do. I want to keep these guys from moving as much as possible. Okay, so they resisted. Golly, that hit hard. Alrighty. Don't know where you think you're going, buddy. Alright. Haha, been guarded. And now Joshua's about to get spanked. That's what you get with the guard. But see now they it sucks that they resist delay AT delay though, because now I can't trap them. I know I've been doing a lot of setup. That orbital down, though, we're going to do a lot of damage. Excuse me? What are you guys resisting? I wish I had a crit coming while doing this, but I'll take the chances. We do get attack up with the 200%. Ugh, that's not the damage I was looking for. Not the damage I was looking for. Seems to be doing some damage. Well, that hurt my friend, like a lot. All right, we got one of them. Okay, good.
Is in my hands.
I forgot how much I don't like her, S-Craft. You guys remember this one? Down the shadow, Agate. Or corrupted Agate, I guess. Oh, we got a critical. Alright, now he won't be touched. I don't gotta worry about him being touched. You miss, you suck. Alright, I can deal with that. Got him. Alright, now we can burn this guy down. Alright, let's speed this up a little bit. He's dead. We won. Alright. I forgot. There was one more phase. I'm sitting here. We're done. We're not done. And I got the same amount of CP back. Let's get it. Alright, that was easy. Olivier died, but we was able to bring him back literally the next turn. Really? No one leveled up? Okay. Alright, that was good. Finished that one. Alright, let's grab Agate and get out of here. Sealing stone. Yeah, well, that's that. For the love of Adios, though, he's a dang tank. Well, he certainly is, though I wouldn't expect anything less. Still, now we should be able to have him fighting on our side. I'm sure Tita will be all over the moon to hear about this. We should head back and let her know. Alright. But before we do that, there's a star door here that I want to unlock at the very least. Alright. Food is the basis of all. Man can only tread the right path with food in his stomach. Only then you have committed 20 kinds of food to memory. Okay, yeah. So we need to have we need to have 20 recipes unlocked. And I do have 20 recipes. If you go into here, you go to your recipe notebook. Now before I most likely did a cut right before the boss fight. And that's because I knew that this door was coming up and I just wanted to make sure I had the right requirements, and it said that I needed 20 recipes. However, even though I have grabbed every item that I possibly can in chests so far, I didn't have 20 recipes in here. I'm just like, wait a minute, I think I had like maybe 9 recipes. I was trying to figure out like what recipes am I missing? I know I grabbed a bunch of them. Here's the thing. A lot of these recipes didn't show. I think it stopped up to about like right here. This is probably as many, maybe here-ish. So what you have to do, you have to go into your items and you have to come down and find the actual recipe, because you'll get recipes. However, you won't know them until you eat them. So I had to eat every single recipe that I had just to get it into the book. So yeah, that's how you do that if you haven't done that yet. But since we have this door now, we can always come back to it, which is good. But for right now, let's go ahead and grab Agate. All right, let's go ahead and release the Sealing Stone. Got a lot of people now with this. Yeah, let's speed this up. Let's get our boy. What if it wasn't Agate? Excuse me? What happened there? Can I not go back there and do the, what's it called, door? I'd be so upset if I have to do this spy scan. Yay! Well, looks like you got your wish. You wouldn't find that hair, you wouldn't find hair that red on anyone else. What about Lecter? Ugh, I hate Lecter. Anyways, the heck's going on? Hey, Dan, what just happened? Huh? Agate! What are you doing here, Tita? I thought you were busy fixing up dinner. Wait a sec. Where's Dan anyways? I thought I just got off the airliner and bumped into him. But now you're here and he's not? What's going on here? Aww. Hey, hurry up and fill me in. I'm so happy that you're okay. I'm so happy. Of course I'm okay. We only just saw each other. Since Short Stuff's here started turning on the waterworks, you up to filling me in on what's going on instead, Joshua? Wait, hold up. I didn't even know that you were back in Libero. And why is the priest here? It's a long story. A really long story. Just in case you hadn't noticed, and the rest of us are here too, you know. Good to see you again, my friend. It certainly is. I still wish we could trade places, though. What I wouldn't give for Tita to be all over me like that. He's truly the most fortunate man on the continent. Will you shut your traps? There's some really big misunderstandings going on here. I don't like it one bit. So you guys are gonna put me in jail. There is a saying that, Agate, you're going to jail. Well, I'm sorry, Agate. I was just so happy that I couldn't help myself. Now all we need to do is save Estelle, and the whole group's back together again. Huh? Estelle? Seriously, how many dang times do I gotta ask before you cough up the explanation? This isn't another one of Erica's murderous traps, is it? Oh yeah, Erica, Tita's mom. Yes, I remember now. Tita's mom does not like Agate at all. Anyways, she must really have it out for you if that was your first guess. It sounds like quite a lot's happened since her parents came back, Tita. Or since your parents came back. You could say that. Alright, I got it. I'll be honest. This whole thing still doesn't quite feel real, but I can't see anything you're saying changing that. So, I'm in. Let's get to work. What? Huh, well that was quick. You sure you don't want to ask anything? We'll try to answer the best that we can if you've got any burning questions to ask. Nah, I've got a good idea of what the situation is from the last explanation. As for the rest, I figured it'd be easier to just see things for myself. Anything I need after that, I'll ask someone. Besides, I just don't feel right having all these people gathered and no Estelle. So, let's go find her and put that right, alright? Okay, whatever. Well, thanks for helping us out. What are you thanking me for? Looking after younger bracers is part of the job. That goes for you, too. How's it been these past few days, anyways? Feel like you've gotten any stronger through that journey of yours? I'd like to think so. If you ask me, Estelle's changed more than I have, though. She's shaped up to be a real reliable bracer these days. Whatever guild we go to, they seem to end up needing her for this and that. No crap. Taking after old man, huh? Still. I'm amazed at how quickly you accepted that this was reality and not a dream or illusion of some kind. Did you really not consider those possibilities? Well, sure, but... Nah, I think I have your answer. The warmth of Tita's embrace coupled with her unique juvenile scent. What? Yo! Oh, we're just too real to leave room for doubt in his heart. Not to worry, I understand completely. What? What? I see. I kind of get what he means. Oh, whoa there. You guys are just... Yeah, you guys aren't buying his stock, are you? Now. There's no need to get so flustered and try to deny it. No one's judging you here. He's like, we're not gonna snitch. You're not going to jail on our account. That's terrible. That is terrible. Anyways, couples come in all shapes and sizes. Your age gaps are just a little bigger than the average ones, that's all. Yo. Okay, guys, you guys have to know, I believe Tita's like 12 and Agate's like 26, I think. I might be wrong on that. I might be wrong on that, but I know Agate's up there. I know Agate's up there. And hold on, let's look up Agate's age, actually. Let's look up Agate's age. Let's see. Agate Rosner, I think that's his name. Okay, so in first chapter and second chapter, he's 25. No, okay, he's 24 in the first and second chapter. In this game, he is 25 years old. All right, in the third, yeah. So in this game, he's 25. All right, now let's look up Tita Russell. Tita is Tita's okay. So she's 12 in the Sky series. She's 12. So if she's 12 when she started, she's 13 right now. Terrible. It's still terrible. It's still freaking terrible. Oh, that girl, yo, Agate's definitely going to jail. Well, in fact, the age gaps is what makes it all so cute. You're so close that, yet that's what separates you just enough to make your relationship that more sweet yet thrilling to watch unfold. Terrible. When you put it like that, yeah, I can see the appeal. So, show of hands, which of you jerks wants my sword in their face first? You wouldn't think that we're in a perilous situation looking at them, would you? That's just our way, really. Forget it. Can we just get to work? Actually, wait. Didn't you say you have another companion? The sister. Where'd she go anyways? Oh. Sorry. She's over in the library area at the moment, but she's, not part of the group right now. Her name's Reese, right? I stopped to talk to her a while ago, and couldn't believe how adorable she was. I wish we could have talked more. I stayed and spoke with her for a short while, too. She has such a unique aura about her. She didn't seem very cheerful, though, so it was mostly me doing the talking. Kevin? Are you sure that you don't want to go and sit with her for a while? I can handle leading the group if you want. Thanks for the offer, Joshua, but that's probably not the best idea. I seem to be the best at handling the cube, for one thing. Then there's a pretty good chance that we'll run into more devils, and then you're gonna want my help, so I think I better be staying in the field. Still. It's alright. She'll cheer up on her own eventually. She's not a kid anymore. Anyways, I think we better get going. It's not like we have all the time in the world. Well, if you're sure. In that case, maybe I should stay behind and gently pry open the door to her heart. This guy. I'm sure that my lute is the perfect tool for the job. Surprised Shara hasn't smacked him yet. Just stop. You're never going to grow up, are you? Alrighty. So, there are a couple of things that I wish to do. We're going to keep this party for right now. There are a couple of things that I wish to do at the moment. I wish to check out Moon door number... Was it number 4? No, it was Star door. Star door number 6, I believe. Yep. We're going to check that out. And then there's another part that I want to do as well. Okay. Alright, so before... Yep, alright. So it's letting us do it at the very least. I need to save real quick, and then we will come back to this in just a second. I just need to use the restroom. Alrighty, guys, I'm back. Let's go ahead and get this started and see what this starter is about. There's another starter that we had to do too now that we have Agate as well. I don't know if this is part of it, though. I don't think it is. Oh, we're all coming to this. Okay. I shall grant you a memory fragment of my blessing. What is this one? Why don't you guys try becoming bracers? Those words were all that it took to set the wheels into motion. 3 young men Estelle had spoken to. Oh, I didn't realize I was doing this. Dean, Riaz, and Rocco were the leaders of the group of delinquents who spent most of their time in the warehouse district of Rouen. I know exactly which one. This is probably like my least favorite one to do. Or, yeah, my least favorite side story. In light of the unprecedented chaos that swept over Libero, they soon began re-examining themselves and their lives. And after much thought, they agreed that the path of a bracer, a protector, and the land's peace and its people's safety may be the best road forward for them. That's not to say, however, that they didn't have any ulterior motives. No. They did think it would also give them the opportunity to be trained directly by the guild's Karna. With this hope in their hearts, they made their way to the Rouen Bracer Guild and expressed interest in joining. But the guild's crafty receptionist, Jean, had other ideas swirling in his brain, and unfortunately for them, they were to receive their training from their longtime sworn enemy and former Raven Group leader, Agate Krosner. Their grueling training began in earnest under his strict guidance. After roughly 3 months of pure heck, the end was finally in sight. Only today's final examination remained. Yeah, this is probably my least favorite, I should say. Alright, give me a sec, guys. Alright, here we go. Anyways. When I found out that we were gonna be doing our final exam outside of Rouen, I was excited. Didn't think it was gonna be a place like this. Same here. Who would have figured that we end up dragged out into a cabin in the middle of a misty swamp hole? Alright, have any of us even been outside of Rouen before? Why'd our first taste of fresh air have to be somewhere so weird? Well, it's not like that we're here on vacation. We're here as a part of our training. Can't expect them to get taken to a theme park or something. I guess. Wow, that's grown up of you. Well, glad one of you's got your head screwed on. I thought that I was gonna have to give you guys a lecture on why you're here, but maybe I can spare myself the boring crap after all. Anyways, that's enough shooting the crap for here. Sorry. Always gotta talk down to us. As you know, this final exam is what determines whether you pass your training or not. It all hinges on this. Pass, and you'll all be junior bracers from here on. Fail, and you ain't. Either way, let me say this. I'm impressed that you've made it this far without dropping out. I wasn't sure you had it in you, but you sure as heck proved me wrong. Did you just praise us? What's gotten into him? I think I'm gonna be sick. What kind of heartless monsters do you guys think that I am? Just hurry up and spill the details. I'm getting sick of just standing around here. I want to get started. You got some balls. Good. Alright, let's get down to it then. Your tap's simple enough. You gotta make your way through the cave full of monsters and get to the end, and you pass. The cave? I thought our exam was gonna be in this valley. We gotta go somewhere else now? Quit whining, it's not that far from here. It'll be harder than it sounds, but if you want to get to the end in one piece, you get your badges. And I'm not I'm not giving you a strict time limit, but the longer you take, the longer you keep me waiting, so don't push your luck. That's it. Any questions? Sounds easy. All we have to do is go for a walk while beating up some monsters. This exam was made for us. This should kind of be fun. That's a no to the questions then, I guess. Well, Welmer, I'll be counting on you... Yeah, I'll be counting on you to back them up for me. Well, if you insist. You sure that they're up to this, though? It'll be fine, trust me. Okay, let's get our butts over to the cave. This is the entrance. Never would have thought that there would be a cave out here. So, this is the place that's gonna determine our futures, huh? It's sure hidden enough, Will. Well, you already know what you're doing. I'll be waiting at the end, so give it your best shot. I'll be here backing you up if you need it. If things get too dicey, you just need, and you need a break or something to eat, come to me. Sounds easy enough for the job. As if we'll need to come back here. Yeah, we're definitely gonna need to come back here. Yeah, we'll breeze through this thing in no time. Alright then. I'm ready, you guys, if you are. Time to get to work. Alright, so we're definitely gonna be needing this guy. I'm definitely gonna need to save. Okay. So here's the thing. The reason why I was dreading this one, and I didn't realize it was gonna, I thought we had a little bit more time before this one, but I guess now that we have it here, the best time to do it is now. These guys are weak as crap. They don't have any arts, and they all share the same skills. And we're basically going to go, not necessarily through a boss rush, but there are a lot of bosses in this particular one. I believe there's like, well, hold on, let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 7 boss fights that we have to go through in this particular one, and yeah, it's pretty stupid. But yeah, I don't like it, but hey, get it out the way, I guess. This place is pretty big inside, huh? Yeah, tons of empty space to fight in. You know as well as I do that making it through this cave isn't going to be the main event. It's him we're dealing with here. He'll be waiting for us at the end of the challenge to challenge us to a fight, I guarantee it. You think so too, huh? Well, going by all our training so far, it's pretty safe, I guess. That's how every other exercise is ended. I wonder how well we're gonna be able to go up against him at this time. I feel like we've gotten pretty strong. We might have a chance, but who knows? Either way, this is a good chance to get back at him for having to put up with all his crap all the time. Let's get going and give him heck. Yeah. Right there with you. Alright. So, yeah. I've been dreading this one for the longest time, but like I said, it's my least favorite one. There's not much to get in here, because it's not like we can take any of this stuff outside of battle with us. That's one ugly monster. It might look that way, but I bet it's a small fry. Probably just to scare predators off. The weaker something is, the meaner it's gonna look. I guess he's not wrong. You think? That description kind of sounds like it fits us, too. It's like, y'all was talking about me? I think it noticed us. Time to make you wish it hadn't. Wow, we start with no... Oh my gosh! Dude almost killed me. We got plenty of food. Alright, defense is down. You gonna make it? Nope, you can't make it. No arts. That sucks. Oh my gosh, that defense minus 100 is ridiculous. Let's not waste it. Alright, so that's how that goes. Ugh, that was ugly. Hey, that's the best you could do. I don't know if there's a way to actually grind, but yeah, whatever. That wasn't our first boss, I hope. I hope that wasn't our first boss. If that was our first boss, that sucks. Ugh. What the? I thought we were supposed to be stronger than this. It's not that we're weak. The monster was just that strong. You know what? I'm glad that he has that kind of attitude. Have any of you guys ever watched One Piece? If you have, or if you haven't, there are these one pirates called the Beast Pirate, or I think they're called they're called the Beast Pirates, led by a guy named Kaido, and one of his lieutenants is a man named Jack, and I believe he ended up getting beat. Yeah, he ended up getting beat by the minks from Zou, right? And then I believe he was telling Kaido, like, he was apologizing to Kaido for being weak or whatever, and he was just like, "No, Jack, you're not weak. Trust me." He was like, "Your enemy was just stronger than you." And it was just like, you know what? Granted, Kaido is kind of evil, but at the same time, it's just like, I'm glad that he realizes that, like, none of his men are weak. It's just that there are people that are stronger than you. That's all it was. But yeah, I don't know. It just reminded me like that. And like, granted, granted, Kaido is evil. He still has my respect and regard to that he doesn't necessarily mistreat his own crew. Maybe he does at some later points. Maybe I missed some. It's been about 2 years since I watched around the Beastman Pirates, or the Beast Pirates at the very least. Because what is that? That was in Wano, but we see this back in the Zou arc at the very least. But whatever. Anyways, Agate sure didn't say anything about this. Why do we have to go and choose here? So much for your theory, Rocco. The monster didn't just look strong, it was strong. Well, you call that strong? You gotta be kidding me. What? What do you mean? Trying to act like it's no big deal isn't gonna impress us, you know. We can see you struggling the whole time. Please, he bit you. I didn't get hit. Anyways. Maybe you need your eyes checked then. Anyways, who cares how tough it was? Let's just get moving. We've got work to do. Oh, wait a second. What's up with him? Alright, so I'm definitely going back and healing. Screw that noise. I need some health. Hey, buddy. Yep, we need you. Sheriff. No, who was that? Someone just called me. Someone just tried to call me. Who was that? No, you need magic to kill that thing, or else it'll explode on you. Well, that one shouldn't be too tough. Yeah. We've seen those things near Wereian. Let's hop to it. Yo, this thing is going to kill you. And they didn't get hurt too badly. But they didn't realize that thing could poison them. Do we get a level up, please? Well, it was easier to beat than the last monster. Heck, a lot stronger than the ones near Wereian, though. Looks like that we just gotta accept that all the monsters here are tougher than we know. Ugh. Why am I struggling against these guys? They shouldn't be nothing. Dang it. Hey, calm down, Rocco. We might be struggling, but it's not like we can't take them. As long as we can take things slow and rest after every fight, we got this. Rest after every battle? If we need to take a break after every loser of a monster like that, how are we going to catch up to that jerk? You guys need to realize you don't have ornaments. The ornaments make everyone pretty much superhuman. Like, I think that's what a lot of people forget too. And it's just like, and it's kind of what I forgot until I watched the Trails in the Sky second chapter movie. Yes, there is a movie, and yeah, it takes place all up until the point. It takes place from the beginning of second chapter, all the way up until the point where Estelle and Joshua escape off the gorge, I said the gorgeous, the glorious. And I say that because there's a particular part where they're fighting Blue Blanc, right? When they first encounter Blue Blanc. And Estelle actually takes her Argus out. Not her Argus, I'm sorry. She takes her ornament out, and you can see her like press down on it where she had a wind, like, you know, she had a wind quartz, and it started glowing green, and she was able to jump like extremely high. So it's just like a lot of people forget that the ornament is what makes them pretty much superhuman. That's the reason why they can take so many hits that seem, you know, life-threatening and all that stuff. It's the reason why they can move so fast is because the ornaments that they got make them superhuman. And these three, they don't have ornaments, so they should be proud of the fact that they can take down monsters without an ornament, especially monsters as tough as these guys. Because if you remember, after the events of the second chapter, all the monsters started going haywire and started, like, I want to say evolving, but they all got stronger. So it's just like the fact that these guys can literally take down these monsters without an ornament is actually a feat of its own. Like, they're relying on their own strength rather than the strength of an ornament. But yeah, that's just that. But anyways, is this really the time to be thinking about that? The next one is going to be a breeze. Hey, Rocco. Well, he's starting to let that temper get the better of him. Alrighty, here's the next one, I guess. There's no way he'll struggle against this guy. Don't be so sure. After the other fights here, there's no way I'm letting my guard down this time. Stay cautious, guys. Alright, that one took, oh my gosh. So I spent about 50 minutes grinding. As you guys can see, our level is now 52. Yeah, I mean, grinding is okay as long as I got something to watch in the background. So yeah, I spent about 50 minutes watching stuff in the background to grind a little bit. So we should be good for a little while until I come to another impasse. Then that's when I'll probably get back to grinding again. But yeah, well, that's that. Yeah, that one ended up being tough too. But nothing that we couldn't handle. If there's only 3 of me. Huh? You say something? Couldn't you hear me? I meant what I said. If only that there were 3 of me instead of me and you two jokes. I'd be done by now. If you say so, man. Well, unfortunately for you, this is the group that we've got, and we're gonna have to stick with it. So keep your trash talking to yourself, alright? Just don't drag me down. What's gotten into him? Seriously. Huh. Why's that frozen rock in the middle of the path? I don't know. It doesn't look like anything special, but that's a weird place for one to be. What's your damage? Don't wander over to random crap when you don't know what it is. Whoa, it's moving. Maybe that warning was a little too late. Oh, we got hit with a surprise. Well, that's no fun. Hold on. Oh, doesn't do that a lot of damage. Okay. Oh, I did the wrong move. Dang. There you go. Whew, well, that scared the heck out of me. No doubt. Who'd have thought a rock would turn into a monster? Well, maybe you wouldn't have been so scared if you hadn't been so stupid. What was I just saying about dragging me down? Sorry, man. For the love of Adios. That goes for you too, Dean. Alright. You ever gonna grow out of being such a stupid coward? At this rate, we're not gonna be able to get through here by sundown. Maybe it's time I cut the dead weight and went on by myself. Yeah. Because that's what you should do. Then go. What was that? You heard me. If you're so determined to go by yourself, be my guest. You're the tough one here, right? You can handle everything... Yeah, you can handle everything here by yourself, right? Why would you want a bunch of weaklings like us around? Get moving, tough guy. Try saying that again. Besides, the only reason that we're even here in this cave right now is because you thought that this would be a good idea. I'm sick of it, and I'm sure as heck don't want to be told I'm getting in the way by the guy who forced me into this crap. Come on, Reyes. We're out of here. Yeah, I'm good with that. I know when I'm not needed. No point in hanging around after being told that I'm dead weight. That's how it's gonna be, huh? See you never. Doesn't he ever get tired of keeping up that act 24/7? Who cares? He's on his own now. Alright, so it's just us. He can go get himself killed for all I care. We're going home. You think Rocco's still alright? He might be pretty strong, but the monsters in here, like, way stronger than any one of us. Who cares? He was the one who said that he wanted to go on ahead on his own. He made his bed, so let him lie in it. Ah, these guys. I haven't seen one like that before. What is this creepy thing? Defense down. Yeah, screw it. Let's do it. No mercy! One hit KO. I didn't want to bother with it since it was just two of us. Oh man, that was nasty. And Rocco's walking ahead in a place crawling with monsters just like that. Hey, Dean? I feel like this ain't gonna be the time for us to be fighting each other and trying to act big. Hey, Riaz? Yeah? Have you ever seen Rocco show any sign of weakness before? Ever? Well, now that you mention it, no. Same here. He might be training to be strong all the time, but he never lets any sign of weakness slip or whines like we do. He's always the one, he's always the one who's pushing us and trying to make us better ourselves. Yeah, I guess you're right. I mean, if it wasn't for him, we really wouldn't be here. We'd still be loitering around back in Wereian forever, probably. We can let all the dead weight stuff slide this once. Maybe he pisses me off sometimes, but I ain't about to turn my back on him when he's always had ours. Dang straight. Man, everything wants to murder my face in this game. Or in this area. Anyways, yo, Dean, that look like him? You see him? What's that idiot doing? Oh, I got himself frozen. Ugh, dang it. I can't move. Ugh. Looks like this is the end of the line for me. Rocco! Ah, this ain't good. He's frozen. Can you handle it? Sure thing. Hit him with a napalm grenade? Alright. I can move? Yeah, you're a real sorry sort, man. Sorry for keeping you waiting. What the heck are you guys doing here? I thought you bailed. More like we came to bail you out. But we can talk about that later. We've got a fight on our hands. Fine. Oh, we haven't heard this song in a minute. Alrighty. I don't remember this boss, so give me a sec. It wasn't that much experience. But these guys are dead. Well, good thing that we made it on time. Seriously. You really bit off more than you could chew this time, Rocky. What are you two even doing here? Why'd you even come after me? Even without guys, I could have handled this just... No, you couldn't, you idiot. What was that? For once in your life, stop being so stubborn. If you hadn't come when we did, you would have been dead. And you know it too. You just don't want to say it. What was that? Nah, I guess I couldn't have gotten... Wait, what? I guess I haven't got the right to be getting all angry. Sorry, man. Shouldn't have told you to go alone like I did. I might have said earlier that I was only trying to become a bracer because you pushed us into it. But I swear that's not the only reason. There's no way I could have made it through all that insane training that we got put through and not quit part way if that was the only reason. I would have thrown in the towel a long time ago if I wasn't serious about this. What he said. I'm just as serious about this as you are, you know? I know you're in a rush to try to be as tough as Agate and everything, and I can't blame you. But whether it's how you want things or not, the three of us are in this together. It wouldn't hurt to rely on us every once in a while, would it? Alright, you got me. And I'm not an idiot, Dean. I know my limits. And you're probably right. I was just in so much of the rush to try to narrow the gap between us that I lost sight of myself. Rocco? But the last fight was enough to open my eyes. I'm not up to the task of getting through this place alone. I know now that I need you guys with me every step of the way. So sorry. Would you let me stick with you again? Come on, really? As if you even need to ask. Now, I want to bring this up, guys, and it has nothing to do with the story. It's really off topic, but Dean looks a lot like Yusuke Urameshi from Yu Yu Hakusho, the main character, like minus the green hair. Like, keep the same hair, maybe get rid of the little, what is it? The tiny little bangs he has in the front, maybe. Make his hair black. Put him in a green school uniform. He'd look like, oh yeah, and give him a scowl or like a cocky smirk, and he'll look just like Yusuke. In my opinion, I think so at the very least. Anyways, thanks. Huh? What's gotten into you two? Anyone look at you two now and think smooching and wedding bells would be in the future? You've made up, so make with the kissing. Shove it up your butt. Besides, you still owe me an apology. For what? When someone's frozen, you're supposed to use an item on them or something. You know, like a Kyria bomb? Were you trying to kill... Yeah, he did use a grenade. Yeah, it did the trick, right? I guess. Maybe I do owe you one. Thanks. Oh, what's gotten into you? Wait. Am I the one that you want to smooch? In your dreams. Kidding. Well, anyways, let's get going. You got it. Right. Alright, we're back. I had to go back all the way down the mountain, get my CP back up as well as heal, and make my way back up here without getting hit. and that really did suck. So yeah. Let's finish this star door off forever, and I don't have to worry about this ever again. Whoa. This is way more roomy than the other caves have been. Isn't this is where we fought the dragon, right? Yeah. You think this is the end of the line? Sure looks that way. I don't see anything here, though. Or anyone. Maybe we haven't finished exploring. From that clap? Nah, you're done. Nice work, guys. What? Where did you come from? You were tailing us the whole time, weren't you? Bingo. I've seen everything that happened on the way here. I figured you'd find it easy, but I wasn't expecting you to split up partway through. That was your fault for picking this place. We would have split up if you picked... Yeah, we wouldn't have split up if you picked someplace less complicated. That's why I picked this place, numbnuts. Numbnuts, that's funny. Anyways, I wanted to see how you would react when you found yourselves in a complex situation. And I got exactly what I wanted out of it. Huh? Yeah, I can buy that. Thanks a lot. You guys already squared away a battle, I'll give you that. On that front, you're already ahead of your average junior bracer. Really? They're ahead of Joshua and Estelle without an ornament? That's crazy. Really? Really think so? But that's only in terms of strength. Unfortunately, you need more than that to be a good bracer, junior or senior. What I saw today really helped me make up my mind on whether you are cut out for this line of work. Well, good for you. I still don't have enough to go on to make a final call, though. If you want to prove to me that you've got what it takes, then you're going to have to prove it to my heavy blade first. I don't know why I tripped up my words. How did I know it was going to come this way? That's not what he said. Duh, because it was obvious. You want to see what we've got? Then we'd be happy to show you. Come at me. Bro, we're going up against a sword. You got 3 people who use batons. How messed up. Oh my gosh, he hits hard. Alrighty. So for one, I wonder if No Mercy works. Probably not. But if I lose, I'll see what happens. Golly, dude. I think we got it, boys. Alright, there it is. Only took me 2 chances, but we got him. It was just this constant use of... Oh my gosh, look at all that experience. Hold up. We gotta see. How many levels did we get? Golly, dude. And this is me doing... Oh my gosh, you got all that experience. Man, they grew almost 10 levels fighting Agate. I guess that he was right when he said that they were stronger than the normal senior or junior bracers, given the level, because when Estelle and Joshua were junior bracers at the end of the first game, at the end of the first game, they were only level 40 something, and these guys started off at level 50. So, yeah. Or not level 50, but 45. They started off at level 45. No, yeah. That would have been around the time. Yep, they started off on level 45. Just, and 45, I think, is the... No, level 47, I believe, is the longest, or is the most you can go before any enemy that you have other than bosses will give you 1 experience. Just 1 experience. So, yeah. Anyways, well, we did it. No joke. We seriously beat them. No way. Well, I'm impressed. Yeah. Of course it was too good to be true. Figures. Yeah, don't go getting down in the dumps. You managed to get one over me. I mean, you should still feel proud of yourselves. These guys were using batons. He was using a great sword. Come on now. Anyways, now I'm confident I've got a good handle on what you're capable of. So, let me break it down for you. Huh? Now? You're gonna tell us our exam results then? Here it comes. First up, Dean. I'm first. As a plus, your judgment ain't anything to sniff at. On the other hand, you have a tendency to play it safe when you don't have to. Up next is Rees. Or Rias, sorry. Lay it on me. Your forte is your intuition. In that department, there's solid potential. As far as negatives go, it's hard to overlook how careless you can be when the situation calls for critical thinking. Yeah, like when he threw the grenade at him instead of using a curative. And finally, there's you, Rocco. I give you credit for your determination and unrelenting drive to get the job done, but I really can't praise your inability to make calm, rational decisions. Stick those two qualities together, and you're a walking accident waiting to happen on your own. So, as I'm sure you can already tell, the three of you aren't there yet. You're all missing something before I could call you ready. Watching you work, I was on tenterhooks the whole time. I hate to admit it, but he's probably right. Guess we're done then. That's just if I rate the three of you as individuals. If I rate you as a team, then my verdict becomes a little different. Huh? Wait, what? Watching you take on that last monster on the way here was when I finally was able to stake my confidence in you. I said, wow. Anyways, individually, none of you meet the mark, but slap the three of you together, and you just about squeeze over the line. And that's why I'm going to give you a passing grade on one condition. They make a team and stick together. We passed? What's the condition? You can be bracers, but you can only accept jobs as a group of three, not individually. Not until you become senior bracers anyways. We'll see where you stand then. I'll be passing the news to Gene, so once that's done and over with, he can throw all the work that you can handle your way. Together? That's right. I want you to build up experiences working together as a group. Work on each of your weaknesses. Then, by the time you hit senior level, hopefully you'll be ready to take on kind of solo work that you can't do now. I see. I can't help but feel lame for only getting a conditional pass. Sure, but it beats flunking out completely. Exactly. Well, I'll be expecting a lot of improvement from you guys. And by the way, you're planning on sticking to the stun rods as your main weapon. Man, they call them stun rods. We didn't stun anybody. The only move that could stun and it only worked on a couple of monsters was the shakedown. That was the only time it actually ever worked. Alright, I'll buy you all new ones from the weapons shop over in Bose in honor of you passing. Just a little something from me. So, you're gonna buy us something? That's awesome. I think I'm gonna be sick. For crying out loud, my rep with you guys is even worse than I thought. I'm not some kind of evil monster that feeds off pain and suffering, you know. Could have fooled me. Yeah, well, he might be right, though. I mean, he's always nice to that little girl. He's got to have a soft spot hidden in there somewhere. What's her name? Tita? You want to run that by me again? Ah, crap. Why did you have to go and bring her up? Oops. So, that's how you guys want to play this, huh? I should have known being nice wasn't gonna get me anywhere. Way to freaking go, Rise. Because it Ray is. I don't know how to pronounce. I don't care. Anyways, no more messing around. Your tails are gonna be running the way back to the entrance. Anyone who falls behind any more than I'm willing to allow will get my blade chucked back at their head. Right. You're the one with the most stamina here, Rocco. You gotta lead the way so he doesn't catch up with us. That was the plan from all along. You just have to run faster than the person behind you, right? Anyways. Exhausting right to the very end, huh? Less talking, more running. Yes, sir. Is there more or is that it? Side story, training, Agate style. Thank you. Gosh. All right. Well, we got the one that I was most that I didn't want. Oh, ooh, yes. That's why we did it. This is the only reason, guys. This is the only reason you should do this one is because of that Super Gladiator headband. This one, ugh. And I needed this. 100 mirrors. Super Gladiator headband. Let's see what that does. I mean, we already know it gives us CP because we used it before. Why are these two? Why is he still part of the portrait? All right, let's see. Strength plus 25, defense minus CP recovery, motivated headband. CP recovery rate rises in battle. So yeah, Joshua will be utilizing that forever. I don't know, for whenever we need it again. Yes, so there is one more thing we have to do, guys. And I'm not gonna do that in this part. I'm gonna do it in the next part. It is a star door. No. It is a moon door. Yeah, it's a moon door, and we can we have to go back to moon door 1 to access this. So until then, guys, I will see you guys then. I have a lot of editing to do. I haven't even edited the last 2 parts. So yeah, I'm gonna be doing that tomorrow. So thank you guys all for, oh my gosh, 40 hours. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. God bless, and remember, always seek the kingdom of heaven first, guys. Peace.